right there on your back. He's using you as a post to reach across the line.
Yeah, I was just blocking and he kind of rode me in the end zone there. I mean, obviously I'd like to think I helped a little bit, but I mean, he did a lot of the work and he's a great back and glad we have him.
How much of sometimes in those situations, close goal lines, it's just kind of continuing, even if you're just rolling, helping him kind of get across that extra, yard or so.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing when you're down there. I mean, teams will load the box and, mostly with us especially, as much as we like to run the ball, they'll put a lot in the box and, you kind of get a hat on a hat and let the running back plow in there.
What's it like late in the game? I mean, they got 9 guys in the box and you're running them and still having success. I mean, what's that like from a confidence standpoint when you look across the line?
I mean, it gives us a lot of confidence with, I mean, the way we're running the ball right now, it's, I mean, that's what teams are going to do. And, we're moving on. We're going to have to throw the ball and stuff like that to open up the running game more. But, I mean, we got a lot of answers for everything that everybody's doing right now. So, I mean, it gives us a lot of confidence now that we can do that.
It seemed like not just on the final drive, but even early in the game, they were lowering one of the safeties into the box quite a bit, and Nick was keeping on the read options on those. Just what was it like from your standpoint to call the protections for a team that was willing to put that many guys in the box throughout the game?
It was difficult at times because, we kind of had to change things up the way we were IDing stuff, and, it's kind of rusty at first, but, once the game got going along and they kind of, were more consistent with what they were doing, it made it easier. But, I mean, teams are going to do that, and that opens up other things as far as me run the ball and stuff like that. So, it just worked out that way.
What's that do for you guys' confidence when teams putting 8, 9 in the box and you're still getting 5, 6 yards of carry?
I mean, it's good for any team that can do that. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, especially when you got the big backs like we do, it helps.
Reese, going in the fourth quarter, teams talk about the defenses, making some stops in the fourth quarter, but offensively too, the offense seems to kind of have more confidence, just a different mentality going forward. What is that in the fourth quarter? Does something change, a switch?
I don't know. I think, you go back to Mississippi State and, we won that game with like 10 seconds left to go, I think. And I think, that really boosted, everybody's mentality, coming off last year, 3-9, you're like, well, it's like everything happened for us to lose the game. And, this year's the polar opposite. I mean, we're, that going down there, whatever you do, you're going to have a shot to win the game. I think, it's just a big confidence thing there.
What's the biggest difference you have to sum up this team from last year's team?
I mean, I'd say just everything's falling into place. I mean, it's all the same guys. We're playing better as a team than we were last year, and everybody believes that we can win. And I think that's just the big thing. It's a new day, like Coach Malzahn says, and I think that's really it.
How many times have you heard him say we have some variation of we haven't arrived yet, and is it sunk in that you guys kind of keep level-headed?
Yeah, I mean, our main goal is to focus on winning number 7. That's right, we won 6, I think. And I mean, yeah, our goal is to beat Florida Atlantic, and I mean, as far as a team, we don't need to get ahead of that at all. I mean, as far as a whole team, we just need to focus on beating Florida Atlantic, and you win football games, and everything will fall in the line.
How do you think Avery Young's been performing at right tackle these last couple games?
He's been doing good.
Reese, you said, talking about last week when we spoke to you, that you looked up in the second half and saw the yardage and were just, demoralized a little bit by what last year's game was. What was it like for you to celebrate that win on their field this year, that same team that you felt so down against only a year ago?
Yeah, it was awesome. There's nothing better than winning on the road. I think, it felt a lot like my freshman year when we went up to South Carolina. Kind of did the similar thing, just ran the ball up and down the field on them. And I mean, it was just, it was awesome. I mean, breathtaking experience, and I'm glad I can do that here at Auburn.
For you guys up front, is there any specific key to blocking the zone read?
Not really. I mean, we have all different types of it, so they're all pretty much blocked the same way for us. Not too different. It's just inside zone.
This level right now with you guys, is that, when you talk about it as players, you guys, obviously the one game, at a time, cliche mentality, but do you guys find yourself kind of looking ahead a little bit more past Florida Atlantic this
I mean, not really. I mean, obviously you have the big goal with it, and that's always to win a championship. But I think, you know, that's so far away, and I don't think there's really anybody looking at that. I think really everybody's just focused on, you know, getting better each week and beating Florida Atlantic this week.
Taking that into account, knowing that you have, knowing that it's in your hands, you don't have to worry about what anybody else does as long as you keep winning.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. I mean, we win football games and everything will fall in line.
We saw, you know, obviously within that celebration, Coach Malzahn was, you know, jumping around with the team, high-fiving, hugging everybody. I saw players coming up and, you know, saying, "We love you, thanks, Coach." You know, when you see that kind of, just response from your head coach, what does that do for a player?
I mean, I think, you know, he was so proud of us, and I mean, the same goes to us. We're so proud of him. I mean, he's the reason why we're successful, and he's got us and we got him. It's kind of, you know, we got each other's back and that kind of thing. It's just, I mean, it's just a mindset, I guess. I mean, I'm glad he's our head coach and he's a heck of a coach.
Is that reaction something you have come to expect from him, you know, whether big moments and stuff like that, or maybe at practice?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy, and I think, you know, we put in a lot of work, and I think he really appreciates that.
We're just looking at the big picture from how you guys have progressed on offense from game 1 through 7. How much have you gotten better, then how much better can you get as the season goes on?
I think we've gotten a lot better, you know, just from technique standpoint, you know, as far as, you know, every position, I think is just, you know, accepting the goal and the responsibility of getting better each week. And I think, I mean, we have, you know, we still made mistakes and still didn't do everything perfect. And I think, you know, that just shows a lot that, you know, there's so much more area of improvement that, you know, we can do, and that if we keep getting better, there, you know, there's really, I don't think anyone can stop us.
Reese, Coach really emphasized that as of Sunday, Saturday's win was a thing of the past. Y'all were just focused on this weekend. But is there anything from a game of that caliber that the team should take with them through the rest of the season to maybe as encouragement?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, the thing that you take from a win like that is, you know, just the fact that, you know, you can do it. You go on the road in a hostile environment like that, and you come out with a win. And I think that's really just the big thing out of that. You just, you know, you take the confidence that you gain from doing something like that and take it from week to week.